Hello and welcome to my presentation. Today I will be presenting the skeletal system. This is Unit 1, Principles of Anatomy and Physiology. The functions of the skeletal system. These are divided into 5 parts. These are movement, protection, support, shape, and blood cell production and storage. Movement. The skeletal bones are held together by ligaments. A ligament is a short band of tough, soft, and flexible tissue which keeps everything together. The tendons attach muscles to the bone of the skeletal systems. Tendons are basically cords of the strong, fibrous collagen tissues which connect the muscle of the bone to your bone. The tendons are often found in the hamstring or the quadriceps. Protection. The skeleton protection is really important. The skeleton protects really important organs from getting damaged. For example, the cranium. The cranium houses the brain, which prevents it from getting damaged. Relating this to rugby, players use headgear to be able to get more protection. And the rib cage is designed to protect the chest cavity, where the vital organs are, including the lungs and heart. So if a player collides into you and hits your chest, the ribs will be able to protect the lungs, liver, and heart. Support. The part of the skeletal system which helps support is your vertebral column. The vertebral column is at the back, it's the backbone. The vertebral column keeps all your internal organs in place, and the vertebral column helps you stand straight. The part of the skeletal system which supports the weight are the pelvis and the leg bones. The vertebral column includes the lumbar vertebrae. These are called the scapula and the coccyx. The two bones work together to provide flexibility to the trunk. Shape. Bone structure gives shape to the body. So if you're crouching down, you'll have like a very arched back. But if you're standing up, you'll get a very straight back. And the bones will change shape as you grow, and your skeletal system determines your height, width, and other factors. So basically, your skeletal system, the skeleton is inherited by your parents. So this determines whether you're short or tall. And relating this to rugby, depending on your height, you'll play in different positions. So basically, if you're small, you'll be playing on the outside of the field, that's called a hooker. But if you're really big and tall, you'll play in the central part of the pitch. Blood cell production and storage. There is a spongy tissue inside the long bone, for example, the femur and the thigh bone. They have 2 types of marrow responsibility for the production cell production. There are the red bone marrow, which gives rise to the blood cell, and also there's a white yellow bone marrow which stores fat. So roughly around 2.6 million red blood cells are produced per second by the marrow bone. The structure of the skeletal system. These are divided into 4 parts, which are the joints, tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. Joints. The joints, there are different types of joints. These are called the hinge, pivot, ball and socket, saddle, condyloid, and gliding joints. So the hinge joint. A hinge joint is a common type of synovial joint that includes the ankle, elbow, and knee joints. These joints have got synovial fluid which helps it move better. The hinge joints are made up of 2 or more bones which can only move along one axis, which is the flexion and the extension. Rugby players would use this to be able to run and throw the ball successfully to the teammates in order to create a chance of scoring. Pivot joints. A pivot joint is a freely moving joint which has a limited amount of movement. It is used only for the movement of rotation. The atlas and axis joint is one type of pivot joint. These joints are found in the neck, which allows it to move side to side. So basically, if you're playing rugby and you've got the ball, you have to look on your left and your right to see where the opponents are. So you know what's going on around you. ball and socket joints. The ball and socket joint is a joint which moves within a socket, which allows it to move in three directions. They are called flexion, extension, abduction, and adduction rotation. The ball and socket joints are found in the shoulder and the hip of the skeletal system. Rugby players use these when they move around with the ball while running. The saddle joints. The saddle joint allows movement in three directions. These are called flexion, extension, and adduction. The saddle joints can only be found in the thumb of the skeletal system. So, in relation to rugby, while you have the ball in your hand, you need to use these joints to be able to pass to your teammate. The congruent joint. A congruent joint is the function of two bones, which allows movement and rotation in every direction except axial. It is also called an alpioid joint because the end of the bone is shaped like an ovoid head that fits into the other, which is shaped like an elliptical cavity. The congruent joint is important while playing rugby because it's found in the wrist. So, as again, like in the previous slide, I've talked about the so the congruent joint is important while playing rugby because it's found in the wrist. The wrist helps you to move and throw the ball to your teammates. In order to do this, you would have to move the wrist to create a pass and go and try to create a chance. The gliding joint. A gliding joint, also known as plain joint or planar joint, is a common type of synovial joint formed between bones that meet at flat surfaces. Gliding joints allow the bone to glide past one another in any direction along the plane of the joint. So the movements are up and down, left to right, and diagonally. This joint can be found in the wrist. This is very familiar to the congruent joint, as the rugby players need to use this in order to get a firm grip and pass it to their teammates. Classifications of joints. These are divided into three parts. These are the cartilaginous joints, fibrous joints, and the synovial joints. So the cartilaginous joints, the cartilaginous joints are connected completely by the cartilage. Cartilaginous joints allow more movement between bones than a fibrous joint. Fibrous joints. A fibrous joint is a joint that does not move. These joints have no cavity and are connected by a fibrous connective tissue. The cranial bone is connected by fibrous joints. Synovial joints. A synovial joint is the most common and most movable type of joint in the body of a mammal. So the synovial joint contains synovial fluid, as I mentioned before. The synovial fluid helps lubricate the bone and prevents any pain while moving the bone. And this is my bibliography. Thanks for listening to my presentation.